Kathryn Harris, President and CEO of Qualistar, Colorado. The mission of Qualistar, Colorado is to advance quality, access, and equity in early childhood care and education across all of Colorado because all children are valued, healthy, and thriving. How Qualistar does that is Qualistar was one of the first in the nation to build a quality rating improvement system. In the early 90s, there was a recognition across the nation that 90% of early childhood providers were providing suboptimal care. And we know, since brain science has really evolved in the last 2 decades, how important those first 5 years of life are for brain development. So the fact that our children are in suboptimal learning environments means that we are not taking advantage of that time. So Qualistar was the first in the nation to really define what quality looks like in early childhood education, and then to develop a rating system in order to measure that. So what we do is not only ratings, we actually touch all aspects of early childhood education. We work on evaluating quality and developing quality improvement plan for providers across Colorado. But we also provide professional development and scholarship for early childhood professionals because we know that the most important aspect of child development really relies on the quality of that professional that's working with the child. In addition to scholarships and professional development, we also provide capital grants to child care providers to improve the quality of their learning environment. We've done about $2.2 million worth of capital grants to 200 providers across the state, and we've provided about $2 million of scholarships to 2,000 early childhood professionals across our state. In addition to those things, we've also spent a lot of time thinking about policy and research in order to advance the needs of children across our state so that more children can have access to high quality early learning environments. Qualistar is really very fortunate with the people that we have working on our team. We have combined over 250 years of experience in early childhood care and education. Many of our professionals have also been child care providers themselves. Many of them have master's degrees in child development. Qualistar has been around for 15 years and has really pioneered what quality looks like and set the standard for what quality looks like in early childhood care and education. And so the ability to find highly qualified team members is actually really quite easy because of the reputation of the organization. Qualistar Colorado was the first in the nation to develop a quality rating improvement system, and from that we really stand alone in our space. What has been wonderful is the rest of the nation has really been able to learn from the pioneering work that Qualistar Colorado did in the early 2000s. I think what really helps us differentiate ourselves is our focus on all aspects of the early childhood education and care system. We not only do quality ratings, but we also work on the professional development of the teacher and the scholarships of the teachers, with the recognition that the caregiver in that classroom or in that home setting with that child is the biggest factor that impacts child outcomes. Colorado faces a significant challenge in the quality of our early childhood care and education, and we're seeing the impacts of that every day in our K-12 education system. Many children are entering our K-12 system already 10 to 12 months behind. We have 64,000 children that enter our kindergarten system every year. 1 out of 4 of those children are not ready to succeed at the level of their peers. This is a significant problem, and we see gaps and we see issues with that and consequences of that further down as we look at 3rd grade reading levels, as we look at high school graduation rates, as we look at teen pregnancy rates, as we looked at the impact on our criminal justice system. So that is a significant barrier for Colorado. The exciting thing is that Colorado received in 2012 $45 million in federal grants through the Race to the Top Early Learning Challenge Grant to build out a comprehensive early childhood education system for Colorado. We are in an immense systems building time in Colorado to ensure that all children across our state have access to high quality early childhood education. While the systems are being built, the big challenge is how do we ensure that all children and all families have access to these systems? Meaning, how do we ensure that parents are able to find high quality care, that they're able to afford high quality care? Another big challenge we have in our state is that Across much of our state, and especially our rural areas, child care deserts exist. In 11 counties, we have 64 counties in our state. 11 of those counties have less than 5 licensed child care providers in those communities. We need to work on increased access, and we need to work on increased affordability for children in our state. One of the things that's really exciting about working for Qualistar Colorado is that our ultimate goal is that all children across our state have access to high quality early care and education environments. We will continue to work passionately to not only build out the systems that evaluate programs, the systems and policies that provide funding for programs to be able to improve their quality, but also working on the policies to ensure that more communities across our state have high quality early childhood care and education. Another big aspect of being able to solve this problem for children in Colorado is not only government funding, but it's going to be really critically important for Colorado to come together to be able to truly build out and realize the mission of all children having access to quality early care and education. As we know, Colorado is a low-tax state. We value hard work. We value innovation. Qualistar and the work we've done in the early childhood care and education space has innovated. The federal government has come forward and said we need to scale this. But in order to make sure that teachers are prepared and that children access high quality care, we've got to ensure that we are coming together as a community, government, businesses, individuals, foundations, to fund quality improvement in this space and to fund access for all children and to make sure that child care is affordable. Another challenge that I want to share with you is Colorado is the 5th most expensive market for early childhood care and education. The other reason that business really needs to care about why families need access to high quality care and education is that the impact to businesses on an annual basis for employees that miss work because of unreliable childcare is over $3 billion a year.